Hello, welcome to Learn Economics at SKS. In my first module, I have explained the central problems of an economy. What are the central problems and why do they occur? Now, in this chapter, we are going to see the illustration of these central problems through a production possibility curve. Production possibility curve, which is derived from a production possibility schedule, is also called transformation curve or production possibility frontier. How it is constructed, how the production possibility schedule is prepared, how the curve is graphically presented, all these we will see in this chapter. As you know, the human wants are unlimited. There is no limit to the human wants for goods and services. But the problem is that the resources or inputs to produce them are very limited, very scarce. Every economy, that is capitalist economy, whether it is socialist economy or mixed economy, all the economies are facing this problem. That is the problem of choosing and allocating the scarce resources among alternative uses. The production possibility curve or transformation curve or production possibility frontier illustrates this problem of choice. And it is an important tool to solve the central problems of an economy. Here you can see a table, production possibility table or schedule. How many combinations are given here? A, B, C, D, E, F. And in these combinations, you can see different possibilities of producing two goods. Which are the two goods given? Wheat and rice. Production possibility curve is based on this assumption. That is, only two goods are produced in different proportions in the economy. There are few other assumptions on the basis of which the PPC is derived. What are the other assumptions? The same resources like land, labor, capital, enterprise can be used to produce either of the two goods or both of the two goods and can be transferred between them. Resources like land, labor can be transferred from wheat to rice or from one good to the other for producing both the commodities. Next assumption is that the resources or factors of production are fixed. The resources are remaining constant, fixed. Next assumption is that the production techniques are given and constant. So the inputs or resources or factors of production are fixed. The production techniques are given and constant. They are not changing. So the economy's available resources are fully and efficiently employed and technically efficient. So these are the assumptions. What are they? Only two goods are produced. The resources remain fixed. The production techniques are given and constant. And economy's available resources are fully and efficiently employed using these techniques. And based on these assumptions, the PPC is derived. What does it show? It shows the combinations of two goods which can be produced by using the available resources. Whether the economy is producing, whether the economy is using the resources efficiently depends on many factors. And as I have mentioned now, the resources can be transferred from the production of one good to the other. In a PPC, we are mentioning only two goods. That is one of the main assumptions. And how much to be produced? How much of the two goods to be produced? This is not explained. It depends on the nature of the economy, the needs of the economy. An economy needs capital goods. It needs civilian goods. Now please watch the presentation. The central problem of what to produce can be well explained through a production possibility schedule. What to produce or the problem of choice. It can be explained through production possibility curve, which is derived from production possibility schedule. What is a production possibility schedule? This is a table showing different production possibilities with the given resources and technology. The assumption of production possibility schedule and production possibility curve is that the resources in the economy are fixed. They are limited. With the given resources, only two goods can be produced. And the production techniques are given and fixed. These are the three assumptions of production possibility curve. Now, what does this schedule show? The production possibilities of two goods, wheat and rice. Different combinations of the production of these two goods are given. With the given resource, the economy can produce both the goods so that these combinations are given. But you can see a point M here inside the PPC. This indicates inefficient utilization of resources. Maybe labor, it may be unemployed. There may be unemployment in the economy. So, if the labor, for example, labor is not utilized, then that means inefficient utilization of a resource. So, we won't get combination on the PPC. So, this point indicates inefficient utilization of the given resources. So, what does this point indicate? K? It is unattainable point. What is unattainable point? In order to reach this point, the resources are to be increased so that production can be increased. So, for the time being, this is an unattainable combination because of the limited scarce resources and maybe because of poor technology. So, when there is economic growth only, an economy can achieve this point. This means, M means inefficient utilization of resources. One very important point you have to understand, that is, according to the given example, OAF area is available to the economy to choose any desirable combination of goods and services that is to be produced with the available resources. Assumption is that resources are efficiently utilized. Efficiently utilized means the maximum they can produce is on the curve, means different combinations are given, they are operating on the curve, OAF area. You can check the diagram. OAF area means A, B, C, D, E, F, maximum is done. But any point below that, here one point is shown, that is M, means only less resources are utilized, so that the production also will be less. And any point outside the curve is not attainable for the time being. That point here is K. So, only two goods, good X, good Y. Any point below the PPC, inefficient utilization, because already OAF area is available and the economy is not producing the maximum. It is functioning inside that curve, means point M means inefficient use of resources. But A, B, C, D, E, F, different combinations means efficient use of resources. With that, more goods are produced. Then K is unattainable point. Thus, as it is mentioned in the assumption, the resources are transferred from the production of one good to the other, from wheat to rice. So this curve not only shows production possibilities, but also the rate of transformation of one product into the other when the economy moves from one possibility point to the other. First possibility A, then B, C, D, E, F. Which possibility the economy will choose depends on the needs of the society, nature of the economy. The economy needs defense goods, infrastructure, food crops, and socialist economy, government decides what good to be produced and in what quantity. In a capitalist economy, private investors, mixed economy by both the sector, private sector and the public sector. So, the rate of transformation of one product into the other. What is transforming here? Resources are transferred from one product to the other. Accordingly, what is happening on the PPC? The possibility, it moves from one, when it moves from one possibility point to the other, the rate of transformation increases. That is why the curve is concave to the origin. The rate of transformation of resources from one product to the other, or the rate of transformation on a production possibility curve increases as we move from point A to B to C to D and E. This you can check in the table also. And increasing, it is increasing. What is increasing? The rate of transformation. This rate of transformation is called marginal rate of transformation, MRT, or marginal opportunity cost. This concept we will discuss in the next module. Now we are going to see the shift of PPC. We have seen 3 points regarding the PPC. One is efficient utilization of resources, that is on the PPC. Then inside the PPC, that is point M, which shows inefficient use of resources. The reason can be a recession or depression. For example, unemployment of labor. If unemployment occurs, there is not enough demand for either wheat or rice or any of the two goods given. And the PPC does not tell decision makers how much of each good the economy should produce. It only tells them how much of each good they must give up, they must sacrifice if they have to produce more of the other good. Now, in the PPC, you have seen a point K, unattainable combination, because the technology remains constant. There is no economic growth. So, how can a society, how can an economy reach that point? An economy can reach that point when there is economic growth. When technology improves, more of both the goods can be produced, which shifts PPC rightward or outward. When the resources in an economy increase, it can be increase in capital, labor, then more of both the goods can be produced and the PP curve shifts upward or outward. So it shows economic growth. And when does the PPC shifts leftward? Now please listen to the presentation. So now you know what is meant by PPC, production possibility curve, what is its nature. Now, how the PPC curve shifts rightward. What can shift the PPC rightward? Here you can see the PPC curve, original PPC curve, it shifts rightward from BQ to B1 Q1. So, the original production possibility curve BQ shifts to B1 Q1. It clearly indicates more of the good Y and more of the good X are produced. How is it possible? What is the reason for shifting of this PPC rightward or outward? If more goods can be produced by the economy, it means that more resources are utilized. So increase in resources may be capital or more labor is employed. It leads to the production of more of both the goods. Always keep in mind both the goods are required in the economy. So if both the goods, their production is increased, that means more resources are utilized. So the shift of PPC rightward or outward means more production of both the goods means it means there is economic growth. Maybe by using a better technology, that can be the reason. A better technology, more goods, more of both the goods are produced, which leads to the shift of PPC rightward or outward. It indicates economic growth. So, what can be the reason for the leftward shift of PPC? That means less of both the goods is produced. From BQ, that was original production in the economy, the production of both the goods is reduced to B1 Q1. Less goods only. The reason can be, the main reason can be natural calamities like flood, epidemics. We have seen during the time of corona crisis what happened. Okay, so it can be epidemics, it can be flood, it can be an earthquake or unemployment of any of the resources given. So because of that, less of both the goods are produced means PPC shifts leftward. As you have seen just now, rightward and leftward shift of PPC occurs when there is a change in the resources. It may increase or decrease. When the resources increase, PPC shifts rightward. And what is the reason for the leftward shift of PPC? It can be epidemics, flood, earthquakes, shortage of any of the inputs. It can be labor or capital. If there is a shortage, then more goods will not be produced, no matter how high the demand. Likewise, when technology becomes obsolete, the production potential decreases. One example I can give you, before the computer, before the invention of computer, before the wide usage of computer, typewriters were used to do the office work. Now see the situation, within seconds, the official documents can be prepared. We will also see now how the change in technology affects the PPC. There are 3 situations. Please listen to the presentation. Now we can see shift of production possibility curve when technology changes. It can happen in 3 ways. See the first figure. If the technology favors the production of good by more, then the PPC will look like this. That is, compared to good X, more of good Y is produced. So what happens here? Here the production of good Y is increased from P to P1. So this will be the nature of the production possibility curve. good Y's, good X production is not changed. The second situation is the technology favors more of good X. Technology favors the production of more of good X. So it does not favor the production, does not prefer any change in the production of Y. So the curve will look like this. That is, the production of good X is increased. Good Y remains same. But if both the goods, technology favors the production of both the goods means both the axis will shift right. The production possibility original curve shifts rightward. In my next module, I am going to explain what is the nature of PPC, what is opportunity cost, what is marginal opportunity cost or marginal rate of transformation, how is it calculated. Thank you.